Hello everybody, this is Crafty, and today I'm doing a mod showcase on the Cooking for Blockheads mod. This mod adds a modular kitchen setup to the game, which can be very useful for interacting with mods such as Pam's Harvestcraft. Anyway, let's get into it. Now, if you do go on to enjoy this video, make sure you leave a like and subscribe, and maybe if you even want to, hit that bell, turn notifications on. Subscribing is completely free, and help the channel reach its goal of 1,000 subscribers. Worst case scenario, unsubscribe later. And now, let's get straight to the video. The first thing I'm going to showcase in this mod is the 3 books that have been added. The first one is crafted by simply putting a normal book into a furnace, and when right-clicked, it will show you everything you can craft based on what is in your inventory, and you can click on it to see the recipe. Now, this is not useful if you have JAI installed, but you'll still need to craft it to do anything with the mod, because you need it to make the Cooking for Blockheads 2 book, which is the first one, 2 crafting tables, and 2 diamonds. This is the hardest thing to make in the entire mod, so, yeah, as you can see, it's kind of a early game, mid-game style mod. This one, when right-clicked, you can click to see the recipes, and you can craft it if you have the things in your inventory. So if I click, boom, auto-crafted the chocolate bacon. And one thing I forgot to mention with the previous book is that all 3 books allow you to sort by name, sort by hunger restored, and sort by saturation. And the last book is made just by putting the Cooking Blockheads 2 book in any type of crafting inventory. And this will show you every single food recipe that is added by any mod in the entire game. And again, hunger restored and saturation. And if you have the materials for it, then you'll get to see the recipe. However, it will not craft it for you. So if I was to search, if it'll search. Okay, for some reason it's not searching, which I find annoying right now, but oh wait, here it is. And see, you can't craft anything. I'm clicking, and you can't craft it. And now we are on to some of the blocks. The first being the cooking table, which is crafted with any type of stone. As you can see, it uses any type of stone, even from other mods. The Cooking Blockheads 2 book, and 5 terracotta, which this, when right-clicked, will allow you to craft anything that you have the materials for in your inventory, or on any adjacent blocks. The next thing is the oven, which is crafted with 5 iron ingots, 3 black stained glass, and 1 furnace, and it allows you to auto-smelt anything in the entire mod. Now, you can also put various tools in there, so like I can put the saucepan from Pam's Harvestcraft in there, and it will then allow me to do that just by having that sitting on the stove, making this extraordinarily useful. You can then also do a few other things, such as put fuel in it, or things like that. Like if I was to do this, you can cook it, and it will be put in here to begin cooking. It does require fuel, and you can use any of the normal vanilla fuels, lava, anything like that, and it allows you to cook multiple things at once. However, you have to put them in the thing. As you can see, it has a nice little animation there, and boom. Now the 6 different things here are just for different items. So if I was to make a bunch of this, I can cook up to 9 items at a time, making this extremely useful. And I think this is actually more efficient than the smoker. Next we have the sink, which is crafted with 3 iron ingots, a water bucket, and 5 terracotta. I don't know why I said 8. And you do get the bucket back when crafting it. It provides water for the crafting recipes. So, when opening it, you can now see fresh water, which in Pam's Harvestcraft would usually require a water bucket. But now you can just get it without having to do anything. It just automatically supplies recipes with water. Same thing with salt. Anything that requires any recipe that requires water, as long as you have the tool in anywhere on the modular setup, it will give you the items necessary. And next we have the fridge, which is crafted with any chest and an iron door, even modded chests or trap chests. What this will do is this kind of just stores ingredients for recipes. It's just kind of a basic storage. You can put stuff in it, and then go over here and you can auto cook any of the things, as well as automatically have them available for this type stuff. You know, any crafting recipes. Basically just a storage unit. And there are a few other storage units, such as kitchen cabinets and kitchen counters, which the kitchen counter is crafted with 3 of any stone, a chest, and 5 terracotta. I don't know why I keep saying 8. And the cabinet is crafted with 5 terracotta and a chest, and like this. Both of these just store ingredients for recipes, and the kitchen counter also has a corner, which is just made with 6 terracotta and 3 stone, and this can be used to connect things around a corner. In addition, you can place these above kitchen blocks on a wall. So if I was to just build up a bit of a wall here, throw some chocolate in there, I could then auto-craft this without having any of the things in my inventory. Now, this just means that you have to have at least 1 block above it, and the hanging kitchen corner is just 5 terracotta, and it will connect things around a corner, allowing you to have even more space for cooking. And, you know, these just store things too. So you can have a lot of ingredients stored up for all your cooking needs. Next, we have the milk jar. This is crafted with a milk bucket, any type of plank, and 7 glass. And when you place it here and take a milk bucket, you can then store a lot of milk in it, and it will automatically provide it for any crafting recipes. See, now we have fresh milk, yogurt, butter, and a few other things that we couldn't craft previously. However, there's a better version of this, which, if you put the jar on the ground, then get a cow to stand on top of it, and hit the cow with an anvil, the anvil will end up on the ground, and you will get the cow in a jar, which does not need to be filled up and will produce milk all on its own, allowing you to have milk all automatically for any recipes that you might need. Now, it does produce it a little slowly, but it will provide milk. It's also just kind of fun to have a cow in a jar. Next, we have the toaster, which is crafted with an iron trapdoor, 4 iron ingots, a stone button, and a lava bucket. And when you place it anywhere, it doesn't need to be connected to this. You can then take bread and automatically turn it into toast. So, you know, that is only if there is actually toast in the mod, as you can see here. But eventually it should pop up and you will get the toast. Oh, and there it goes. Alright, yeah, I started to try and look at it, but as you can see, I did get the toast. It just kind of automatically pop it out of it, so it is important that you just kind of stay near it. And now on to the tool rack. So if there's any tools from things like, you know, the Pam's Harvestcraft mod, this is where you can place some of them. If they are not able to be put there, you can then right-click and put them on the tool rack, and that will allow them to also be used here. So let me grab some wheat to show the, see, so now you can automatically turn it, I don't know where it is. Ah, there it is. So, flour. So this grinding bowl is in the area where it will automatically be allowed to craft it into flour, which can be used for many other recipes. Now the tool rack is crafted with 2 iron nuggets and 3 of any slab. And we also have the spice rack, which is just 1 slab. And this is essentially just a nice way to store things. Now it can store more than just 1, and it's just a nice little visual way to store any of your ingredients. And we also to go along with that, we have the fruit basket, which is also another visual storage. So if I was to put bread in there, I can put the bread. If I want to put a cake in there, I can put the cake. Carrot, cave root, anything that you can actually put in there, it will visually show. It doesn't even have to be fruit, and you can put the fruit basket in the fruit basket. So that's a thing. Now, if this wasn't enough, you can now make kitchen flooring. Now you can make it out of either blocks of coal and blocks of quartz to get 12, or black and white concrete to get 4. This also comes in all the different dyed variations, which are made similar to vanilla Minecraft, where you just surround a dye with 8 of it, and boom. And what it does is it connects any type of any of these blocks together across distances. So, if you place one of these on top of the floor and put stuff in it, you'll then be able to access it all the way over here, as you can see. And if you thought that wasn't enough, there are now 3 upgrades. One for the oven, one for the fridge, and another for the fridge. The first one is for the oven with a comparator, 3 iron ingots, and 3 iron nuggets, and 2 iron ingots. Ugh. And you basically just put it, like, in the oven. Like, boom. As you can see, boom. And it now has, basically a capacity to be powered by energy. Now, I don't have a mod installed that adds any type of energy, but if you have one, like Thermal Foundation, I think, or any mod that adds some type of energy, you can then put wires into this, and it will then be heated with energy, allowing you to cook things without actually needing any fuel. And lastly, we have the ice unit, which is made of 3 snowballs, 2 iron ingots, and a redstone comparator. When right-clicked on the fridge, it will then provide ice and snow for recipes like ice cream, which require ice or snow. So, when you look in here, you should be able to find ice cream, and it will now basically give you infinite amounts of ice. Now, as you can see right here, the milk did go down when I made those. That's because one thing I may have forgotten to mention is that it takes a while for the milk to regenerate, but it's essentially infinite. And I try to make apple juice, it will then be able to click, but it won't use up the last item. Now, as you can see, it required 2 to make it, and it basically just means that in the fridge, you will always have at least something in there that you will be able to use for a recipe. Next, we have the Preservation Chamber, which is a fridge upgrade and prevents the last item in a slot from being used up, made with 3 redstone, 2 iron ingots, and a comparator. When put into it, which in creative it won't consume it, but in survival it will. Anyway, guys, that is going to be it for this mod showcase. I do hope that you enjoyed and found it informative. If you do, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe, because if this video gets 10 likes, I will do mod showcases on all of the Pam's Harvestcraft 2 mods. There are a total of 4, each adding more content than the last, and all coming together to make all the things of the original Pam's Harvestcraft mod. The food core just adds all of the things that are able to be made from vanilla Minecraft items, and there's separate ones for trees, new fruit, and even more stuff. So, make sure you subscribe if you want to see those. Anyway, that was the Cooking for Blockheads mod. This has been Crafty, and goodbye!